Right then. So tape deck plugged in? No. SD to IEC, is it? I'm having a hot coffee and the fan is on. Yes, it's that kind of day. It looks like a C64 kind of day, but I don't know actually, it doesn't feel cold enough. There's a hell of a lot of bloody compilations in here. Alright there, butthead. Yeah, what can I do for you, little butthead? Make a noise or something so they think I'm talking to an actual living thing. He doesn't understand you. That's what you think, mate. Okay, I don't know why there's an old one and a new one. Right, this is Select-1. I believe this was $12.95. I'll have to check that. But there's not enough space on the memory card to do the whole thing. Nah, these are old games. So there's a lot of Anirog games on here. Well, if we load this up, we'll be in the right directory anyway. Nah, that's as far as I've got. I didn't type anything in. I'm sure I did. Yeah. La cast. God damn it. It's not bright enough in here, really, if I'm honest. So I suppose we'll do them in order then. Hey. Yeah, it could work. There we go, that'll do. Yeah, I could have sworn if you kept your finger on all the other keys too, they would repeat. But maybe there was a poke that did that anyway. It'll be one of those days. You get some flashing lights. What else do you want, mate? Yeah, anyway, port 2. Good. Yeah, high score saver. We need to open the curtains or something. I can't see shit. Reset, thank you. One of the early games I had, sir. Very early. Let me get my coffee. I know what the first 2 games I got for the C64 were. Then we're into a bit of a grey area. How grey? Charcoal. It's a classic, mate. I have. This button's not working now. You asshole. Now the funny thing about this game is, when I got this for my C64, I was like, hang on a minute, where's the boom crash sort of noise on the rope swinging level? And it turns out there isn't any. I was playing a bootleg of Hunchback. I believe it's the one that runs on the Donkey Kong hardware. Not 100% sure on that, but I did go through like the bootlegs in MAME and I did find it. So that was a weird thing back then. Which, obviously, unless you also only played Hunchback as an illegal knockoff, based on the, I'm sure it was the Donkey Kong, not the Galaxian or Scramble hardware, but it could have been those. No way of knowing, mate. This really isn't bright enough for me. It's a problem now. Whee! Cutting it fine there, mad cockador. Isn't there like a thing, if you get 5 bells, you can like walk? I don't know what the key is to that though. Oh, a white card just went past me and fuck off. Nah, see, I'm rushing now, asshole. Said it before and I'll say it again. Arcade games are not always suitable for home conversions. But this is a well-made conversion. Yeah, for the time. If you lose a life, you lose all the bells as well. Ooh, that's not like Punchy, where you keep the sausages. You just died, have a plate of 3 sausages, mate, when you get resurrected. Come on! That's what it's like playing these games back then. Okay. I didn't put any cheats on, so how many lives have I actually got? I'm going to up the brightness just a little bit. Oh, of course it has to be on this one, doesn't it? Ooh, sir. Suit you, sir. Didn't say anything under lives, so maybe I've got no lives left. I don't know. There is an element of you got to remember stuff. Yes. As it's not just a skill of not falling off the castle walls, I presume. No, cathedral walls, yes. I thought I'd make it. So I do actually personally rate this as a good early Ocean game. Most early Ocean games, like early 84, late 83, they're not good. They're not good at all, mate. I can't remember the key for using the bell bottom trousers. Yeah, if you was a vampire and you lived for like 300 years, would you actually always dress the same as everyone else? Let's take New Year's Eve 1899 versus 1999. Now, obviously people dress completely different then, but if you'd been around for 300 years, how would you dress? Would you think, oh, I don't want to wear that stupid hat like the fucking raven knobheads? Would you actually like rave music? Ah, come on, mate. Concentrate on the game. We're not going to get as far this time, I know. I can feel it. I feel a disturbance in the gameplay. As Darth Vader never said. I told you Charlie Brooker stole my personality. I don't have to change my personality. This is not like a Mr. Peterman versus Kramer selling his stories type situation. But no one believes me. They just say, you're copying Charlie Brooker and you're rubbish. So I don't care what most people say. Classic example. You know the crap Sony Trinitron I got downstairs. Yeah. The one that's more like a fucking Sanyo than a Sony, that one. Right. So I made a comment that this is this Trinitron is absolute garbage, and it is. Because the picture's not that great. The CRT guns don't line up perfectly like the 80s models. It was getting worse actually. And it chops off about one character above, below and to the left and the right of the screen. So when you're playing Gauntlet on the Mega Drive, you know, there's like stuff missing, which might not be that important to you, but if you're talking about perfect thing for retro gamers, then yeah. Some knob comes along and says, laugh my LMAO, more like talking at your fucking arse, mate, and he's like, oh, expert, why are the experts so highly rated there? Yeah, let me let you into a little secret there, mate. Anyone who types LMAO in 2023 is a fucking prick. That's just the way it is, mate. Oh, man. And that's the situation there. So, and it's one of the reasons why I'm seriously considering not bothering to comment on like the videos of well, I suppose channel owners, I suppose you call it that, that I don't actually know. So, you know, this sort of stuff happens with retro gaming channels that I don't really know. They don't have respect for my channel, so I don't go on there anyway. I don't see the point. If you don't like my channel, then I mean, if someone didn't like my channel and I did like their videos, I would still watch the videos. I'm just saying I wouldn't really get involved in the chat in the comments, simply because there's going to be no feedback going on there. So yeah, don't try and read. But this guy's like, that's my stuff, garbage Trinitron quote, so why do experts seek out? I was like, fucking hell. 1, mate, what experts? 2, I am a fucking TV engineer. 3, I've seen thousands of CRT tube combination TVs next to each other, which is the only way you can really tell. 4, I've got one of these TVs and 5 other Trinitrons from the late 70s to the mid 90s, as well as this one from the 2000s. 6, can't remember what I put for 6, but you get the idea in it. Allow it. No, I just said my piece. Mute this user and hide notification. That was it really. I wish I'd just deleted the fucking post now and just reposted what I said later on. Like, I don't know. I can't be doing with trolls like that. Now, if someone came along and said, come on, they're not that bad, I'd be like, no, they're not actually that bad. They're just like a Hitachi or a Sanyo or something like that. But you're paying Sony Trinitron prices. Joystick port 1. Didn't actually say. Okay. Alright, okay, so it's got type 1, 2, 3, and then it's got F1. Really, you should have F1, F3, and F5 there. So. And of course, it's joystick port 1. Why would it not be joystick port 1? Who the hell is not going to use joystick port 1? Now, there's a Scramble clone on the VIC-20, also by Anirog, called Fire Galaxy. I prefer that to this, but this isn't that bad. I don't know if you can actually see fuck all though. See, I'm looking at the camera to see what the situation is. So it plays fine. So there's a version of this is kind of Petsky graphics. This is better than the Atari Soft £30 thingy. Conversion of Galaxian, I'm talking about obviously. Wow, there's loads of slowdown though. Is there like sprite multiplexing? It must be sprite multiplexing. That's the thing with C64 sprites, drawing tiny little things like this. It's a bit, a bit rubbish really. Because your sprites are massive, so you end up using a whole sprite where you could have used 3, you know. Ooh, you cheeky monkey. So it's actually okay for a 1984 compilation. Could have been late 83, I don't know. I've got the blurb and all that somewhere. So apart from a bit of slowdown, I mean, this is much better than crap like Arcadia by Imagine. Well, I think this is more of a Gallagher stroke Galaxian fusion. Yeah, that white thing on the side, that's really off-putting, you know that. It's really fucking up the camera. So, I'm going to just zoom it in there, mate. You can have that like that. There you go. I was watching this documentary, obviously, about Atari, and one of the game designers there said, you know what, we'd always get you because there was no pause function. So we knew that eventually, if you had to go to the toilet or something, you're going to be like losing a life, or all of them, depending on the game. So really, the game would always win. There's no situation where you can just keep playing it forever. Even if you had a bottle over your willy and you're doing your wheeze in the bottle, still gonna have to eat. What if you had a fridge full of like snack food and you know, water and drinks? Come on, goddamn motherfucker. 6 is my lucky number, so I've got to try and get to level 6. So. Why am I doing so badly all of a sudden? But that's not bad, actually. I'm going to see if I can brighten this a bit. Maybe, if anything, makes it fucking worse. Fucking worse. My camera's not lined up anymore, so I don't know what's going on with this camera. If I close this, it's not going to make that any darker. If anything, it'll make it brighter. So yeah, that's not good. I don't know what's going on with the camera here, mate. Yeah, we'll have another go. So you got to press F1 and then F1 again and F5. It's like a fucking cheat on the NES. AA, B, AA, B, B, AA. BBA. What if the cheat for NES Star Wars was pressing the buttons BBA? Yeah, you get it, mate. Because the replacement for R2-D2 in, you know, the fucking Force Awakens. Yeah, it is Gallagher. Now, come on, mate. It's called BB-8. But there is no 8 button on the NES, but it sounds the same. So it's actually very difficult for me to see them as well. I don't know if I put the brightness down and the contrast up. Full Amstrad levels, should we do that? No, I think it actually makes it worse for the camera. But putting it down makes it worse for me, mate. Now there's a bit of extra contrast that you don't actually want. Let's give that another go. F1, F... Oh no! Keyboard. I'm playing it on keyboard. I'm like a Spectrum owner, innit? Let's get trapped. Ooh, you stay there, buddy. This is really dark. I can't really see them. This is a really tough game to record, actually. I'm going to let them do a whole row. So yeah, there's more than 8, so I don't think they are sprites. There's a hell of a lot of slowdown. What if I leave all of them? Yeah, it doesn't seem to affect them flying down and killing me. It's not like Spectrum style slowdown, which that's more bullet time. Or whatever the thing was in Need for Speed Most Wanted. You had this thing where you press it and everything was slowed down. So you could do like perfect cornering and everything right down to, you know, the apex of the turn and everything. I think this is okay. So you would have got this compilation and you loaded up Hunchback and it was all good. See, the F keys are a bit funny on my thing. That's what I don't like about it. Obviously back then this wouldn't have been a problem. Yeah, there can't be sprites because there's too many on the screen. They can't be using a bitmap screen, can they? Oh, you cheeky monkey cocksucker. So no, I think this is okay. It's what we in the trade call filler. So it's not quite, you know, the blockbuster, you know, fucking smiling from ear to ear Hunchback type situation, but it's not bad. So I definitely gave it a fair old go. See, the thing is, I know Hunchback is brilliant and I don't really care what other people say because I know it's brilliant. So. In fact, early to mid 84 was really the best time to get a C64. Because you got a few titles from 83 that you could enjoy. And the good games started coming out as well. You know, like Manic Miner, Hunchback, Beachhead. These are all 1984 UK releases. However, if you're a pirate and if the NTSC games worked on a PAL machine, you could have got them in 83, I guess. So yeah, that is, you know, I digress. Galaxy is okay. It's an okay Gallagher clone. My problem is I don't actually like Gallagher that much. It's not really one of my favourite arcade games at all, if I'm honest. Might need my CRT glasses to line this up. Noticed a few times that I've lined up the camera without the glasses on, and there's like a fucking 2000s Sony Trinitron style fucking column left and right missing. Fucking, it's doing my eyes in. I've set everything to Amstrad CPC levels of saturation. Saw another video the other day. It's like, but I didn't actually click on it. There's something like, why was the C64 palette so muted? Now, if I had bothered to go on there, I would have just pointed out that back then, you know, you could buy 3 things that plug into a TV. I'm trying to think what the third one would be. Let's say you got a VCR. Well, your aerial socket plugs in there for your broadcast TV, I guess. That sort of counts. Doesn't have to be a device. It says source for you know, video signal, and they would all be different. So you record something on your video recorder, and it looks fine on the TV, and then when you play it on the video recorder, you mess about with the controls. Then you plug your Atari in, you mess about with the contrast, brightness and saturation. And then you plug your C64 in and you do the same. It's like, there's no such thing, mate. Devices produce their colours in a certain way, and that's why you have a fucking colour adjustment on the TV, you dumb motherfuckers. The same kind of arseholes who design the palette for Vice. All the built-in ones are absolutely useless. At best, they're like a knackered Seisho TV, where someone superglued the brightness and the contrast in the wrong positions. Yeah, that's basically what it's like. Now, Mr. Wimpy, another early game that I had. Now, you might not like the first level of Mr. Wimpy. I've got it loaded quickly. I fancy the roll up. That's alright, we'll put the camera on for a bit of an extra charge. Display docks, no. Yeah, like I say, we're doing stuff the old fashioned way. I believe this is Spectrum loading screen. I don't believe there was any kind of loading screen on the C64. No, it is a high-res bitmap though. No, actually, is it? Yeah, there must be, because you've got yellow and red here with no turquoise, so there's got to be. So considering the pictures that I've done in C64 high-res bitmap mode, where you can change, yeah, this is what we got, mate. It's fucking typing quality bollocks. What is it with a function? Leave the fucking function keys at, right, okay, it's joystick put too. I don't know if you'll actually, so, that was like a big massive mound of meat. So there is a time limit for this actually, so we are rushing a little bit. See, I'm trying to avoid him, and So it's an interesting situation. The trouble is you can lose lives on this section, so you really did have to learn how to play this section. It's not just, you know, a timing thing. So you have to get your big dollop of meat. Oh, go away, mate. Jesus Christ. So he can't get you. So you just have to wait for him to fuck off. Still remember this little tune. Now you get onto the burger chase thing. Oh man. That's your only safe spot in this game. So if you run out of pepper, that's really where you're going to be all the time. So you can take them out like that. See if they go up a ladder now. He's getting a bit too cheeky getting that high. It's a perfect game for the early 80s because everyone was eating fucking cheeseburgers all the time anyway. Should have waited there. Ah, see, I've done it again now. No, you probably do want them to fucking change a level or something. We made a burger, innit? So you can stay down here with the burgers as long as you like. They can't come down there. Although if you take one out, you have to remember that they do respawn here, so yeah, I don't know what's going on with the camera lately. I ain't really changed any settings or anything. Let's get up here then, innit? Funny. Come on, mate. I didn't know they changed direction like that. So this is usually how I would complete a level, using a whole life. So and the rest of the game is like that. So it's fine. It's absolutely fine for an early C64 game. And this is an early platformer. So I didn't even use any of my pepper. So, but we got 2 lives left. Ah, crap. See, the pepper stuns them and you can go over them. So that is a thing. I don't know if the teacup is a bonus now. No, you've got to wait for the other one to go and do peppers, innit? So I don't think we'll be able to do another level. Simply because your pepper doesn't get topped up. I'm guessing that's not a bonus, that cup of tea. Although I did have like a proper cup and saucer in Wimpy, because I used to have hot chocolate. I think I used to have the Wimpy King size, which is sort of the same size as a Big Mac. It's 2 small burgers, it's only a £1/4 pounder. He's not like actual Henry VIII size, half a fucking cow between 2 slices of bread sort of thing. Yeah, getting further than I thought I would, but I've got no pepper left in it, I'm pretty sure. And that's just how many lives I've got left, so maybe a bit of guerrilla tactics here now. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, that was my last life. Up there. Now he's down there. So, there's ways you could improve this game, but I'd have to play it on MAME to see what it's actually like. I do like the graphics though for the buns, and how about the lettuce? That looks like dollops of snot or green mayonnaise. See, the way they're doing their patterns, it's very difficult to find a spot where I can actually go all the way up the top. And let's wait here. Ah, no, we're fucked now, innit? Can we make it? We're going to make it. We're going to make it. We're not going. We are going to make it. So yeah, it's absolutely fine. I mean, I just loaded it up. Lost a couple of lives on the first bit, and I'm on to level 3 of the actual burger time thing. So yeah, this is absolutely fine, mate. There's nothing wrong with Mr. Wimpy. So I believe Hunchback was $7.95, being a 1983 game, if I'm remembering it correctly. I could quickly check it on the SD to IC, because I have split out the fanny. No split fanny. We ain't got time for that. Oh look, there's another bowl. Stop getting distracted. Oh look, there's some Space Raiders. I don't know if I can eat them yet. I think I have to wait another like 2-3 weeks before I can have stuff like. Oh look, there's Pissed Yourself. There's that game from the Spectrum. It's been converted to a C64. Oh, Marble Boy was another one. Babylon's Ark. I don't know what they are. You know what Babylons are, no, don't you? Women's breasts. That's what you used to call them, innit? Babylons. Don't ask me why. I didn't invent the term. I just remember it. Some of my friends used to say it. It was sort of mid-80s, I reckon. Thank fuck that we're not going to have time to do Hexpert. And I have done all these games, pretty much. There's very few games that I had in the early to mid life of the C64 that I haven't played yet. Skyfox is one. Can't really think of a lot of others. No, off the top of my head, I've played Salamander loads. I've showed you how shit Nemesis is. End of discussion. All the good points of Nemesis are because of the C64 hardware. It's nothing to do with the coding or the graphic talent or anything like that. Nothing at all, mate. It's a real piss poor 5 out of 10 conversion. Yeah, look, I don't really need that. All I need to know is what joystick port it's in. I'm getting a CRT clock, we have to celebrate. Ooh, and the telephone has to celebrate as well. Still connected to the charger. I shall turn the telephone. Suck it. Just suck it. Yeah! I think having a smoke playing Donkey Kong is probably a bad idea, but it's my channel, mate. So, you know. I know one person who they shy away from my channel, not because it's so crass and coarse and expletive filled usually, but because of the smoking. They're an ex-smoker and they don't want to smoke ever again, so it's a bit of a trigger when you see someone lighting up a fag. I was watching Blade 2 and Norman Reedus was lighting up a cigarette, and I was like, oh yeah, bad time for the next rolled up, isn't it? These are bad things. There are very few films, you know, aimed for normal people, i.e. not the fucking fermented spunk bubble millennial babies, you know, the little kids of today, idiots, that have no smoking in it at all. It's very rare. But I thought smoking was on the decline. You decline! Yes, I have been influenced a bit by Photoshop. And now I need a bit of a drink. I've been talking too much. bit like that thing, was it Devil's Advocate, when they silenced the other lawyer by putting nails in the cow tongue or whatever it is called. It's quite large, probably his cow. Yeah, I didn't watch that all the way to the end. I don't know. One of the women are really ugly in there, I don't want to see her. And then there's... Anyway, I need a drink to continue. Drink to continue. Yeah, that's not helping. Fortunately, there isn't a drink nearby. A bit like caveman times, isn't it? I'm on the mountain, far away from the well or the oasis. See what it is, we've had this conversation before. Drinking black coffee. What I fucking remembered eventually, after like 2 years of thinking about it, to get some evaporated milk in the tin. You know, they didn't have any of the small ones, which is a bit dumb. So anyway, I'll just wait until Sunday and then, or Saturday, open it then. I don't know if you can freeze that shit, but it's a replacement for like single or double cream that you put in the coffee. It's not quite as unhealthy from the fat content point of view. CRT glasses were on there, I don't know where they are now. This is shit. Shit! Where's my fucking CRT glasses? There they are. Oh, got to be careful with these glasses. These are my weeding glasses, as I used to call them. Ah, yes, when I used to have a really shit job about 20 years ago. And yeah, anyway, my mate used to come round. I said, don't tell them that story. That's not for them. I could have probably cut this bit out, but why should I, mate? Why should I, Nick? So yeah, here's the thing with Hexpert. You know, say for the last 10, 15 years. Yeah, I'll go 15 because MAME has been around for quite a while, where you could just load up a Qbert from a menu. Back then, it's highly possible that you didn't actually play Qbert in the arcade. So you wouldn't have actually sat there and thought, the collision detection is all wrong. And if you're really clever back then, you might have said, they're just using hardware collision detection. Yeah, I'm trying to do Moss from the IT crowd, but it's not really working, is it? But back then, 84, 83, you just got a C64. You had a VCS before. You're really too young to be going to the arcade. Although there were innocent times, and I did. I think I've mentioned that while my mum used to do the fruit and veg shopping from the stalls in the shopping centre we used to live near, she'd like give me a £1 coin or something to go up to the arcade. No, the £1 coin was part of my pocket money. And then when I came back downstairs, because she didn't have to move the trolley much, because all the fruit and veg stalls were like near each other. There wasn't much pulling of the trolley. Even though it had all the, you know, the food from Tesco's in there, regular shopping. Shopping trolleys, you don't really see them anymore. When was the last time you saw a shopping trolley in the supermarket? Exactly, mate. And then obviously I'd pull the trolley all the way home, the heavy trolley. And in return, I would be allowed to have a wimpy, a sit down in the wimpy. My mum, she might have had just chips. She might have just had a cup of tea actually. Man, McDonald's is shit compared to Wimpy as an experience. Absolutely shit. Wimpy was a thing, mate. You felt like fucking royalty. You had like clean plates, stainless steel knives and forks, cups and saucers, stuff on the table. You didn't have to fucking go up there. Oh, I forgot the sugar. There's no sugar. Let me ask you. No, they're all on the table, mate. And you could see the people cooking your food. They weren't hidden away. They were right there. Anyway, I'm digressing a bit. So I guess this is really gonna have to edit the shit out of this one. I might start doing 2 versions of my videos. Although I won't start with the disastrous tape loading stuff that was going on before Wizardry and what's the other game? Oh, Druid. Well, good news, Wizardry did actually load. It was user error. Well, I haven't quite finished my roll up, but this is a brutal game as well. But yeah, with Hexpert, you just assumed. Ooh. Fuck! Jesus Christ. Best thing about Donkey Kong was actually the jump controls. I mean, look at these jump controls, they're pathetic. You've barely got enough time to get an umbrella. You have seen me get to other... come on, I didn't even touch... Right, that's a fucking cut now. Which is something I wouldn't have said back then. I'd got major slaps if I said the word cunt when this game came out, and I got it from my C64. I did buy the original to this. Man, you just leave it, you just expect him to jump a bit better. I'll tell you something that really pissed me off. A fucking arsehole who's doing the house up next door, another greedy cunt. He's doing all sorts of building work on it that the house doesn't need. The house is ruined, if you ask me now. Instead of restoring the original wooden sash windows and making them the actual window frames in the sashes, double glazing, which you can do. It's pretty easy, fuck's sake. I could do it. He's like replacing them with these cheap shit white UPVC windows. I'm like, what a fucking knob. And they don't really go in the house because the frames are a bit curved, so part of the glass goes behind the brickwork. There's just no point me attempting this game. This game is brutal, so you have to wait for me to finish my roll up. And yeah, they just fucking... some big extra large white van turned up, and it's just... the entire fucking road is empty. The front of my neighbour's house is empty, although they've got a driveway. My house is like 3 driveways worth. You could get 6 cars on my front garden. And then the house next to me is empty, the front of that, and the house next to her is empty. And he comes and plops his fucking transit van with like, blocking half the exit to my driveway. I was like, yeah, you fucking prick. And the little prick with his Mercedes was in there as well, in the house. So they were there for probably 20-25 minutes. I was like, I felt like going out there and fucking, saying something. But it was already after dark and I wasn't going to be using my car, and I've never seen that van before, but it's to do with them. So maybe he's getting a quote for some other work. Greedy cunt. The person who sold that house is even more of a greedy cunt. He had a brother with like Down syndrome who was looking after his mum in that house, and when the mum died, he suddenly decided the brother with Down syndrome was not compos mentis, even though the mum in the house was bedridden for 10 fucking years. I can't see her doing much fucking looking after of the 40-something-year-old son with Down syndrome. So he popped him in a home, sold the house, and pocketed the money. I know he did that because he has like some quite expensive cars actually. He got a Range Rover, that was fucking pushing it, that was. He's got fucking... He'll get you in the end because sometimes they come down there and... See, I've run out of time. Now, in the real Donkey Kong, you can actually influence what's going on. I think basically you have to wait a bit and then... Okay, I don't know the controls. I've taken the CRT glasses off. Never done it that way before. Woo! The hammer's not really... Oh, actually, the hammer might help. We've got one life left to try that out. Right, let's see if the hammer actually helps. What? Why can't I get the hammer? Right, we have to play that again. At least there's no stupid keyboard keys to press. That was cutting it really fine. And why does he turn into like Ali Baba on the fucking flying carpet when he's jumping? That's really bad collision detection actually. See, the trouble with this hammer is it can run out any minute and you're a bit fucked. See? What I said. Collision detection could be much better on the stuff that's just underneath there. You go that way? Yeah, you can go that way. That's the tricky one there. Don't fuck this up, man, Commodore. There you go. See, I walked right over that thing and it didn't let me pick it up, so that's a bit iffy. But I did like this game back then. And it does have the Cement Factory, Pie Factory, Ding Dong, whatever you want to call it. That was never going to work. You have to go down that side, you can't jump there, I'm pretty sure. Well, I don't know if you can actually. Never tried it actually. Ah man! Conveyor just turn round. It's a fun game. Is it better than the ColecoVision version of Donkey Kong I had? That's a great question, sir. A great question. I'll get back to you on that one, innit? Crap, we're a bit fucked here then, aren't we? No, oddly, you can jump these fireballs a bit easier than the fucking barrels. What did I touch there, or did I run out of time? It's probably just dodgy collision detection. You know how it is on these things, mate. You can actually walk through there. Ah, god damn it, you get two pies at once. Double cream pie, that's never good, mate. Unless you're the voyeur. Okay, so what they are doing good is the flames. These flaming barrels, they don't get you, it's only the actual barrels. So that's not bad actually. Good, I've only got a few minutes left to play Hexpert. Nah, I'll just... we got 106 minutes. So, which is always confusing because I always think that says 1 hour and 6 minutes, but it's not, it means 106 minutes. So actually we can use the full pathetic battery power. I've got to play Ring of Power, so that's fine. I think Ring of Power is an adventure game. Obviously, fans of the old Tolkien, yeah, it is a trilogy, isn't it? But there was a Hobbit before that. Was there anything after that? Well, the Hobbit was a trilogy too, so it was like 6 books, I guess. Exit. What a weird dock system. In a normal version, the game will end if you fall off the pyramid. In the 101%, the game will continue, and you can choose if you want it to cost a life each time you fall off. It's not much of a trainer. No, that's the noise where he's swearing. I'm glad you're enjoying the extra effort. But this is 1983 game, but I did have this, so look, you're gonna have to go with the old CRT glasses. So I don't know who actually done this. If it was, I don't think it's Kingsoft. That is really fucking. It's something I've got to learn about these controls now, right? Okay, you have to actually do the diagonal movements, which is a bit weird. I'm just not. I managed to fucking get all 3 of them touching me, innit? I didn't know one was going to drop down there. Ah, man! It's like Jet Set Willy when you die in the wrong place and you constantly just fucking lose your life when it respawns in the same place. I am pressing fire button to play. What's wrong with you, mate? I used to like the little spinning like cylinder there that brought back your little piggy. I've done quite a lot there, so. Shh, I'm determined to do a level. Piss off, mate. Go that way. Ah, shit, they're gonna fucking fall down there. Nah, goddamn you! So it's possible to do a level. So yeah, back then we just thought, wow, Q*bert is a real cunt of a game, I bet, having not played it, and it isn't, because it is a tricky game. But on the arcades, I suspect that the joystick mechanism is rotated like 45 degrees. You just trap yourself there, and it is actually quite a difficult version. Best to get on this thing early so they don't fucking fall on your head. This is probably bad timing by me. Yes, it is. So yeah, it's like, yeah, look at how cool the Hexpert thing is that goes behind the text. Can't do that on other systems. Actually, I'm not sure if you can do that with a Famicom. Can you get character graphics Can you get character graphics over the sprites? Splice them together. Well, go on. Yeah, anyway. So you did need a decent joystick for this back then. Shit. There we go, bit of extra time. It's going to be a bit of a cunt getting down there. Ah, fell off in it. Alright, I see what they're saying there. If you fall off, it's instant game over. Now, I don't think on Qbert, the arcade game, that was a problem. This game is brutal, isn't it? It is a brutal. It's brutal, slightly unfair version of Qbert. I don't have any negative memories of owning this game. Not like some games that I thought were absolute shit. Like BMX Racers, Vegan Attack, Squirm. I'm trying to think of other games that were really shit. It's quite tough to think of them actually. I blocked them out innit, for psychological reasons. So I did actually think, wow, that's a hard game. It's not really. I probably did a few levels, maybe 4, but eventually it was like there's so many good games coming out on the C64 that when your pocket money was saved up enough and you had like £8, don't know how much money I used to get when I was 14. See, the thing is, I was the youngest in the family, so I did get a bit more than they would have at my age because everyone else was getting more than me. Do have some donuts I could eat. Have some stale donuts I could eat too. I don't know if I want them though, because they're jam donuts. Jam donuts and coffee don't really go. So, Ring of Power. Is it going to be as shit as post-curry night Ring of Fire? I don't know, because I don't get that, mate. I was eating chili peppers when I was 10, so don't have that problem with the old aversion to chili. In fact, my uncle's famous in the village for feeding chilies to the chickens, and the flavour did kind of come out in the eggs. Now I can eat eggs now that I know that they're not necessarily unborn chickens. It's not really. The production of the egg happens either way. Right, okay. Press any key to start. So that's by Quicksilver. Now I press the key to start, and this is as far as we got. There are no lights on the SD. Right, you're in a dark room. There seems to be a shiny copper lamp. Oh, Jesus Christ! Why does the background have to be brown? This is really fucking with the camera, but also that would mean then you could do like orange for the copper. Exit leads off to the north, south, east and west. Well, the documentary is called Get Lamp, so we'll go with that first. It got in it. North, let's try Miss Tessmo, because if you go a step further you'll fall into a pit. You're in a dark room. Okay, there seems to be a small golden key. That's a bit bent actually. Exits lead off to the south and up. Okay. Get key. Get the key. Okay, got key, enter advice. Go up. Go up. Life is peaceful there. You have just fallen into a pit and broken your neck. Your next of kin will be informed the adventure has beaten you. Another game, enter yes, no. Their background colour choices are a bit insane. So anyway, we're going to get the lamp, get the keys. Right, I'm having to brighten this up because, let's face it. Now we went north to get the keys. Right, that doesn't make sense because I went north. You saw that. It's on camera, mate. It's evidence. I'll file that as evidence. Yeah, we did go north. I know I went north. All I did was get lamp. And I'm sure I pressed N. And there's no other keys near the N key that would be another direction. So is it randomised the thing? It says keys, but it says a small guy. Yeah, it should really have spent a few bytes doing 2 then. So you could have keys or key. Terrible graphics. Right, south is the way I come from, so okay. Right, it's always a problem with these games. I've typed in light the lamp, use a lamp, and we were here before and it didn't say that. So now we've come back to exactly where we were, where the lamp was, and now it's like if you take another step. So is there something in another direction? So, okay. Press Y. Damn it, it hasn't crashed. Okay. Says, let's try look lamp. It says it's off. I've used the word on. Okay. Have I got the lamp? Usually you can type INV for inventory. You are holding the following. You are not holding anything. Yeah. Go east. You're in the tea rooms. Exits lead off to the north, south, east, west. Let's go east again. Okay. You know what? Now that we've got the lamp, maybe we won't fall. So if we go north from where we were. I hope you can read the text because I'm not bloody reading it out. I see. I ain't got any gold coins, have I? Okay. Okay, let's go south. Let's go west. At least we got the lamp. So I go north from here, see where we end up. And just keep going down the corridor. South would be away, so there's east or north. So that's no good. So I go east again and see where that takes us. Yeah, it would tell you if there's something of interest. How did we get east? So we continue going east. I'm actually looking for some gold coins. I just want to get outside this building. Why is it called rings of power? Are they fucking key rings of power? What's going on, mate? So let's continue going east then. So I suppose if you like this kind of thing, you'd probably get like a pencil and paper and map this game out. I'm obviously not going to do that because I don't like these kind of games anyway. So let's go west. Very confusing. West out the window, you fall and break your neck. There's loads of locations, but because it's mostly text. Eat the cheese, innit? What did you fucking get cheese? Eat cheese. Okay then, finally. Okay, we have to type look again because you scrolled off the screen. It's not a great adventure. This is definitely filler. It's worse than Galaxy for me personally, but there are some people that liked these kind of games. Obviously an Infocom adventure would have been better than this, but I think they were disc only, so you're a bit fucked as a tape user, so there you go. So, I don't know how we got there, but we probably got there by going west, blah 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 blah. Let's try going south from here. It's just like exploring. So, you know, I have played this for longer than Hexpert, so there is that. It's not very helpful, is it? So I got there by going south, so anything but north. So we're back at the machine room, so you can probably map it out. No, okay, south of me, let's go west then. Open window, innit? Well, thank fuck they let you use a Commodore screen editor. Open what? I just said window. We went there by going north, so if we go west from there. Yeah, no, well, that makes no sense. See, stuff like this is what pisses you off about these games. You're the one who told me there's a fucking window. And you can't go to the north. Yeah, now the space bar's not working properly. Go window. No, of course you don't understand, because that would mean the game would actually fucking make sense. Go west again then. Break the mirrors, a shit game. Continue going south then. No, we've been here. West. We're in the cellar. How did I end up in the cellar? I didn't go down any stairs. Maybe it's a cellar that's above ground. Who knows, mate? Yeah, well, you get the idea. So, and we ain't got enough battery for the rest of it, so a bit fucked there really. And maybe the camera wasn't lined up too great anyway. Whatever.